Mathew Schmalz, author of Mercy Matters, Opening Yourself to the Life-Changing Gift, joins us now to share his experience of how mercy led him to know the mercy of Christ. Matt, thanks so much for being with us.
I'm really grateful to be here.
And a little background, you're a professor at Holy Cross teaching religion.
I am, and I'm really grateful to be there, and it's just a wonderful opportunity for me.
Well, even though the year of mercy has just concluded, it's important to know that we still need mercy, not just daily, but sometimes even hourly. Tell us about your experience with mercy.
Well, the book was written actually when our Sunday Visitor Press saw a piece that I'd written in Crux about seeing the divine mercy image in a war-torn village in Sri Lanka. And what particularly struck me is how God's mercy can enter into situations in which we feel entirely broken and entirely hopeless, and can transform our lives in ways we could never expect.
And this book, Matt, from our friends at our Sunday Visitor, who happen to underwrite closed captioning on some of our programming here at Catholic TV, especially the Mass, it's written in a kind of confessional style. And I'm just curious, what brought you to the point where you decided to use that kind of style to transmit this unbelievable message of God's mercy?
Well, for me as a professor, I'm really comfortable with abstraction, but I find that, say, in the classroom, sometimes the abstraction needs to be moderated by concrete stories. And for me personally, I just love hearing people's experiences of God. Their connection with God, how God has manifested himself in their lives. And so I thought the confessional style would be a way of empowering other people to talk about God's presence in their own lives.
And you talk about experiences you have, and one that's very interesting is you apologized to someone that you bullied.
Right.
Tell us about that, because that's not always an easy thing to do.
No, it wasn't. And for me, it was really one of the transformative moments of my life. I had a kind of troubled childhood, adopted child, and my parents were very loving, but I would act out a lot, and part of my acting out was bullying people. And at a high school reunion, I came into contact with someone who I had bullied. And he actually apologized to me for hitting me one time when I had provoked him. And that opened up a space for me to apologize and reconcile with him for the way in which I had treated him. And it was really a life-changing experience in the most fundamental way, an experience of forgiveness, of mercy, and reconnection over time.
Do you find that so you went up, he apologized to you first, and then you apologized to him? I think for a lot of us, the difficulty is we're afraid of the reaction of the person that we're talking to. But is it all really about knowing we have to forgive ourselves first and then hoping that someone will forgive us?
Yeah, I think we have to be honest with ourselves, and we do have to take responsibility for the things that we've done. But we also have to be willing to let go and to open ourselves to God and to another human being. And then after that, let God's grace and God's mercy work their magic.
The theme, the reality of mercy, is integral to the preaching, the teaching, the life of Pope Francis.
Right.
How much has Pope Francis influenced you, the book, and your teaching at the College of the Holy Cross?
I mean, in so many ways, we'd have to have a special segment on the show. I mean, Pope Francis emphasizes that God never tires of forgiving us. God always is ready to welcome us back. And that's such a crucial message for what it means to be a Christian, what it means to be a follower of Jesus. And I really do believe that Pope Francis embodies that spirit in his ministry.
I'm always going to remember this conversation because you spell your first name in an unusual way with just one T.
Right.
And on the front of the book is the image of the crucified Christ, as if it is the one T in your name.
Oh,
and
wow.
I think mercy, you didn't make that connection.
No, I didn't. Wow, okay.
No, you're supposed to say yes, of course.
Yeah, well,
Of course.
It's
that's why you're
clear.
a bishop, yeah.
It's part of who you are. The message of mercy and the reality of mercy is part of who you are, and it comes out in the book.
Well, thank you for saying that. I mean, I want to emphasize so much how grateful I am. And I'm an adopted child, and my biological mother chose life. And I think it is really important to emphasize that when we choose life, God opens His grace to us in ways that we could never expect, but are transforming in a lifetime way.
And you have opening yourself to life-changing gift. So for our people out there, how do you do that? How do you just turn around and say, I'm going to open myself up to mercy. I'm going to open myself up to this gift?
Well, I wish I could say it was like turning a light switch on and off, but I think it's about fundamentally being honest and trusting in God and God's often mysterious ways and how they can touch us and those around us.
And do you like nonpareils, by the way?
My wife tells me to lay off them, you know, because I'm prone to temptation in that way.
As you pass by the gingerbread house, you might want to
Well, you
grab
better,
one.
Okay, all right.
you better get them now, because there's not going to be many left. What's been the reaction to the book, Matt?
It's been really positive, and what's been particularly strengthening and transformative for me is other people sharing their stories of mercy with me via email, calling me on the phone. It's really been wonderful.
And where can people find out more about Mercy Matters, opening yourself to life-changing?
You can go to the Our Sunday Visitor website. It's on Amazon. There are a couple videos on YouTube, including a previous appearance I made on The Gist, where you can get more about it. And you're certainly free to contact me at Holy Cross to share your own stories of mercy. I never tire of hearing them.
And the last question, we talk about mercy. I know you are grading the finals for the religion classes. Are you going to show some mercy?
I definitely will. I definitely will.
You're in the Christmas spirit. Matt, thanks so much for being
Yeah,
with us
thank you.
Thanks so
today.
much for inviting me. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yeah, same to you. Thank you.